at our turkey hunt. It is super April 8th, and the time is, we don't know, but either way it's 6 o'clock, and we are starting our turkey, well, we are going to our turkey hunt. See you in a bit.
Well, so we just got Doug fluted a little bit. That's okay, it was exciting. We had somebody gobbling up a storm for us, got us all going. We snuck right in on them. I'm sure they weren't too impressed, but it was kind of, the way it goes sometimes. So we're slipping over a ridge or two and trying to stay positive. Somebody did get a shot, so we know some of the turkeys that we heard gobbling were actually really turkeys. And so, anyway, we're trying to stay positive. Public hunting, public lands can be tricky that way. We saw a couple of trucks when we came in, so we knew we might have company. We didn't know if they went up this draw or up the other side, and they ended up going up this draw. So, but we've had great luck on this little spot, and we're gonna just be patient and maybe move a little bit further. There's quite a bit of snow actually on the ground, and so it's making it super loud to try and move in the woods right now. And so moving's not your best option. It's actually better to just sit, but it's not knowing where the other guys are has made our morning plans pretty tricky. But we're still having fun, so I'll touch base with you again in a bit. Thanks, bye. Hey guys, we're back. Sorry, we're talking really quiet, but we've got a little setup. I'll show you the setup in a second. We've got toms off to our left and one off to our right. And so, yeah, I wish you could hear that. One just gobbled down below us. That's the one to our right. Yeah, you may not be able to hear the tom until they get a lot closer.
That's our setup.
That's our setup, and anyway, we're having a great morning. There's a few other hunters who have made it tricky, but we're trying to be respectful, and we've just set up and we're sitting and trying to call them in. We'll just see what happens, but we're pretty excited. So anyway, we'll clue you in, bring you back here pretty quick, hopefully.
Okay guys, so Dad is on the calls. We think we have one coming that way. We got our little thing set up. We got our tom and our fake tom and our yeah, and just catch you up. I shot we think I hit his wing good enough that like he couldn't fly away, but we couldn't find him. We're really sure that he's fine. The other one was just flew away, and so we kind of looked for a while, and then we didn't give up. We just left, and then we're trying here. So see you in a bit.
You got it, buddy.
I got him. And Dad, I wish I had your tag. He didn't even run.
Oh, you did awesome, buddy. That is so awesome.
1 second, I'm trying to kill you.
Okay, go ahead and I'm gonna pause the video for a second, okay, bud?
Okay.
Alright, so like all responsible sportsmen, there it is right there, buddy. A little wire, yep. There's 2 maybe, yeah. Yep. We're getting our tag out and we're gonna get it tagged. And you ready to, not that one, the other one, yeah. That was a proxy tag, and he's gonna.
What's that again?
That's if you were having to race back home to take a test or something, and you needed me to transport the turkey. You could sign that proxy tag.
Is somebody coming in or out?
I don't know.
People has been driving in and out all day. Okay, I got it. So how about you come closer?
So April.
I'll come closer and we'll teach him how it's done. You just first put this here.
Yeah, careful with that.
Yeah, that's
Well,
scary.
put the knife down or something. Alright, so
Okay,
here's
so
the tag.
we go
And
to
we notch out April completely. Yeah, so yeah, follow the black line. Follow the black line. And scissors work pretty good for this too, but
then what?
you've got to take it out. So cut April off. Yeah, maybe hold it up a little and just cut it off. Hold it out so they can see too. Right.
I got it there.
Yeah,
And
now cut it all the way off.
scissors are best, I have decided.
These are pretty. I like the tags. They're pretty waterproof, but they're pretty tough.
Waterproof is better than being
Well,
weak.
I washed one
As a kid.
as a kid, and I was a sad boy.
Because his dad didn't.
Yep, I didn't get to go after that, so that was the end of my season. So sad. Sad day.
Okay. Okay,
Alright,
it's
so
pretty
we got
good notched
April.
out.
Got April notched out.
Now we notch out 8.
Now we notch out the 8th,
And then we're done?
and we'll be good.
Wait,
Well,
don't
then you
we
have to
say
attach
my
it.
name?
No. And you just attach it to the bird, and so the 8th, yeah, now watch your fingers. If you do it on a piece of sagebrush or on the bark, then it's a lot easier. So you just hold it tight against the bark, and then you put the knife blade right on the black line, and follow the blade just right along the black line, and go through the plastic.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah, and then you do it on the other side carefully. And yes, a lot easier. I should have had you do it go like that, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, and then get your wire.
So happy.
And then you attach it securely. The leg works good.
Probably the best thing. I don't know what else would work.
Yeah, legs about the best thing.
Okay, Dad, come. I'm done with this.
Yeah, put the knife away. You give it the knife. Alright, thank you.
Okay. And I grab this.
In Idaho, they have some nice little notches in their tags. So you can put the wire through the notches and kind of sorry, and
kind of have that as a security to keep the tag on the bird.
So how do I use that, Dad?
So just put the wire through the tag, up and over, and then back through.
Like this?
Yep, and then go down the other one.
Back up.
And then you go wrap that whole thing around the turkey leg. And then you...
And where I normally do it is you do it right in between these pinches. So it'll pinch it tight.
Yeah, like that. Yep. Now wrap that wire around a couple times.
Okay, 1 second. I think then it looks nice.
If you put it below the... Yeah, put it down there.
Okay, guys, don't listen to me. It's better if you go like that, apparently.
Yeah, and I wrap the other wire the opposite direction.
Like this.
Nope, the other way, yeah. And then bring them together and wrap them up like a bread tie.
Oh.
So meet them together, yeah. Oh, you could do it right. Nope, you're gonna have to do it on the other side. So yeah, now just wrap them around like you would a bread tie. Don't tie it in a knot, you just twist it.
It's much harder than it looks.
Yep, like that. Just twist it tight like that. Alright, and then just kind of fold that down so nobody gets stabbed by it.
Okay, and that's
Alright, we got it tagged and we are good to go. Alright.
Bye! Because I can't tell the story where I wasn't.
Alright, we're live, so.
I don't know how to start off. Hi guys, this is my turkey I got. The spring season, it's April
8.
What time is it, Father?
I can't, it doesn't show me the time, but it's
I don't know.
about noon,
But
maybe
this is what
12:30.
I got, and now I'm gonna tell you a story. So, we woke up at 5? No, Dad woke up at something. I think
4:30.
Yeah, he woke up at 4:30, and then he woke me up at 5. We ate breakfast, we left, blah, blah, blah. Hour or so, get here. We got here, the road's that way, right?
Yep.
So we just climbed up from up there a bit.
I'm gonna pan over there just a sec.
Just a bit over there.
Alright, so we came up and over that ridge, and when we got up to the ridge top, all we could hear was just gobble, 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 gobble. About every draw, there was another gobble. So we thought, we've died and gone to heaven.
Yeah, but actually, we didn't. Because it turns out, at least the one that we went for, because, okay, so let's say, here was a turkey gobble, and then we pretty sure over here was a hunter, and then here was a turkey gobble, and here was a turkey gobble, and we were here and just kind of in the middle, and we were originally closest to this one, and I wanted to go to it, but...
Well, we drove past 2 trucks, and so we knew there was a good chance that there was other hunters here. And we didn't know where they were, which is always hard. You don't want to mess their hunt up, but it's also hard not to get excited about the turkeys and want to go to the turkeys. And so the one that was gobbling closest to the road, I thought, okay, it's fairly likely or a good chance that the other hunters have that turkey going. So we didn't key in on that one. We went one up from the road to the next turkey.
Yep, the middle one.
Yep.
And we dropped down. We keep on hearing this one and and then we keep on going in here. And then Dad starts talking after. Oh yeah, because we're coming up, and then all of a sudden, bang, and it came from
down below, the ones that we thought might have hunters, which turns out they did.
And after that, no gobbling over there. So then we kept on coming and coming, and then we hit this little area where we hear it, and then we look up a bit, and there's some hunters.
Yeah, they were up on. They're actually, you can just at the skyline right there on the rocks. That's pretty close to where we saw them. So I was like, well, I'm sorry, we kind of messed things up maybe for them.
And then we heard more, but then we just saw like, well, that's just a hunter. And so I decided that I didn't like this, and so we were just gonna hike up and over the hill like we normally do. Dad likes hiking and hiking and hiking. So then we get up a bit, and then did we hear some?
Yeah, we heard a couple of toms, and we weren't sure. Well, is that the hunters thinking now we've left, so they're gonna call again? Because we were pretty sure that they were using tom calls.
They were.
Which it's legal and it's kind of fun, and the birds react well, but it's hard for the hunters because it's hard not to think, well, there's a tom just over there, and.
So and that's what Dad saw, and then I was all like, well. And Dad said, well, if it's a hunter, they shouldn't respond to a
hen call,
a female turkey. So he pulls out the calls, we call for a bit, and sure enough, one a bit more up the hill, right, Dad? Yeah, a bit more up the hill responds. And if you're a hunter, you wouldn't respond because you don't want hens, because in spring season is open. So then we were like, well, we're pretty sure that's a turkey, but then we also heard some just a bit. So here we are, here's down the hunters, and we heard them a bit over here, and Dad's all like, well, is that turkey hunters? Because we're pretty sure the hunters were over here, and I really badly wanted to go over there because it was awesome. It sounded tons. It was pretty easy hike. And so Dad keeps on calling a bit, and sure enough, these group are turkeys. And well, I don't know. I really, really wanted to go. Dad was kind of debating it because he just didn't want to ruin their hunt because they might be trying calling them. And well, I said basically, well, if they really wanted it, they should have go hike there like what I'm willing to do. But Dad said, well, no. So then we kept on going up, and then we heard another one just a bit up more the hill. But like, so here was this hill, but we were here, but then we heard one like over there, right? Yeah. And so then and it sounded pretty good. And so I said, okay, Dad, let's set up our decoys. So we set up our decoys, and we were hiding over here, and
Yeah, and then we decided, well, let's move up the hill a little bit. There's a big, big juniper just above the decoys. So yeah, that'll be awesome. So we slip up the hill and sit there for a little while. Okay, maybe 45 minutes or an hour, probably close to an hour.
And I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dad. I fell asleep.
So I just was calling quietly, not a lot. I'd call a little bit, and then the turkeys got pretty quiet, and that sometimes can be an indication that they're coming, but it's not always. Yeah, or they left, right? And so I was being ever vigilant, watching for Andrew, and I see two heads. That's all I get to see. Which, because we were above and the hillside was sloped pretty good. That didn't surprise me that that's all that I could see, but
and then all of a sudden,
but they were close. I mean, they were close, and so I was like, Andrew.
And I wake up and I see it, and then so we have a male.
Yeah, we have a tom decoy and a hen
decoy. And of course they puffed up their feathers, and I saw it, I was all like, oh wow, and this was one of their heads, and this is one. And so they're just kind of, and I can only take one bird, so I wasn't going to shoot and accidentally get two. So I just kind of waited, and then one stepped out further, shot, but here's the head and here's the wing. And we're pretty sure that it just hit the wing because, well, it's kind of weird because as soon as I shot, Dad's all like, okay, go get it. And I ran. And then the other one flew off. And then I just, didn't see it at all. And we searched. And Dad's all like, well, while we're going down, we don't need to, we should go back up because we just left the stuff because of.
We weren't sure if it was going to just be piled up a little bit down the hill or if it just nicked him a little bit and he was going to be fine. That was the tough part. We didn't know for sure.
So we went back up. While we were going, we did a zigzag thing. And Dad was pretty sure if he was not hurt or if I just nicked him. Because in past, I have shot them and hit their wings, but not killed them. And they still just fly. So Dad thought, well, if that happened, he would be gone. So Dad was pretty sure he thought, I was pretty sure I aimed at the head, and I really thought I got him. Either way, Dad thought either two things, that he is fine and he got away, or that he was severely injured and he just sneaked into one of, not that per se, but like that.
Yeah, a real tight juniper, just hunkered under that, and we tried to look under a lot of juniper.
What I think ended up happening is that he got hit and then he was fine and he just didn't fly and went up the hill because we didn't search uphill at all because we thought, well, if he was not severely,
I think we would have seen him had he tried to go up too, but
yeah. And that's what I think ended because we did go down and then we heard some ruffling over there and then we did go over there, but then there's nothing. So I think he ruffled and then got up and went up the hill. Anyways, we kind of forgot. Well, we didn't forget. We just ditched him because we were pretty sure he was fine. Because you don't.
Well, we made a fair effort to try and find him, and
while we were zigging down the whole way, we were doing big Z's. Me and Dad were spinning up. We did a lot to try to find him. And then we didn't give up. But we just heard some other ones, and we're like, well, I'm pretty sure he's fine. I think so. If not, he'd be dead, in my arms, and we'd be home. So we were hiking down, and we heard some down there, and Dad was all like, well, let's go down there, and then we kept on going down here, and then we heard even some more, and then I was all like, well, if we go down there and try to sneak up, the snow isn't gonna help us at all. And down there, there's still a lot of snow, and we learned that while we were down there with the other hunters. So I said, well, let's set up our decoys and sit there and just wait. So then we did, and one is over there, and Dad would do his favorite little call, and he'd call back, and it was pretty fun. And then he just stopped, and didn't ever call back. And we were like, okay, two things. He's either coming or he ditched us. And we kind of waited, and then I was all like, well, Dad, what do you want to do? We can either go, A, we can either stay here, just keep on waiting, or B, we can go, you can kind of leave me a bit and go up there and start calling him, so hopefully he would come to me and maybe see our decoys, because we have seen other hunters do that. And so then I also said, or we do plan C, which I'm pretty sure Dad liked because he got a bit impatient, saying that we try to sneak down to him, because he was Dad thinks he was on the side a bit far, and then he dropped down into the bottom. Isn't that what you thought, Dad? That's what.
yeah, it was hard. I mean, all they have to do is turn their head and they can sound like they're somewhere else. So that part's hard to know for sure. But he clearly was, I don't know, he was over in this country over here not the snow mountain, but just, probably 200 or 300 yards down below us, maybe further. And occasionally it'd sound like he had moved, and then it would sound like he hadn't come any closer. So like I say, they can gobble in a different direction and make you think he's further away, but...
And right now, we think that the hens are still going to the toms because...
Or they haven't made it up here yet, I don't know.
Okay, well, we haven't seen any hens or hear them, but what normally happens, hens will come and then the toms will gobble and the hens will go to them. But then that will last for about 2 weeks. And then the hens will be like, okay, well, thanks, and...
Yeah, they start sitting on their nests.
And some of the toms will get really desperate and they'll start coming to you. So if you're a hunter and you can fake it, it's pretty nice. But it was pretty early in season, so it's not surprising he didn't just run. But if you get the timing right, it's pretty awesome because they'll literally just run to you. Anyways, so yeah, Dad decided to go with, well, I kind of decided, and he was nice and agreed with me. I said, well, I think we should go with the plan where you go off a bit and you try to lure him in. And then Dad was all like, okay. And then, I don't know, Dad, you left.
So you can see there's a ribbon of snow right behind
Us.
where we were sitting. And there's a little bit of a trail right there. So I just jumped on the trail and there was turkey tracks on that trail. And it looked like they were probably this morning. And so I just walked down the trail not very far and hit the call. And I did the call a couple of times.
And I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, and it's funny, I didn't go very far at all, but Andrew couldn't hear. So, you just change the topography slightly and it really changes how the noise moves through.
No,
but
Dad, I heard your calls.
But you didn't hear the turkey, right?
Mm-mm.
So when I hit my call, and we had heard turkeys to the north of us too, but they'd just gotten kind of quiet, and they didn't seem like they were interested.
And they stopped before this guy stopped, so we just kind of ignored them.
Yeah, so we focused more on the one to the south and thought, well, the guys to the north have, just kind of wandered off. But when I went only 20 or 30 yards in their direction toward them, then, oh yeah, they got all kinds of fired up. And at first I thought it was just one, but so then I thought I'd better get back to Andrew because it sounds like they're coming and I didn't want to see them.
Because I don't understand that good.
Well, so I walked maybe 100 yards from here or less, and the topography starts to dip down, and I could see where the tracks were on the road, and they looked really fresh on the road. And when I hit the call, they gobbled. And then when I hit the call the next time, it sounded like they were closer and facing toward me. I couldn't see them, and that was lucky because if I can see them, they can see me. So I snuck back.
Not necessarily, Dad. We saw them here.
Well, yeah, and they weren't focused. They could have seen us, but they weren't focused on us. But so I slipped back to Andrew, and I called kind of on my way so that they'd be like, oh, well, now she's going that way. And so I got right back under the juniper and told Andrew, okay, get ready, they're coming. Oh, yeah, you got to see the video after that. And hopefully you got to see, I got to hear the gobbling because they really gobbled loud when they were about 20 yards out. And after that, I don't know that we got much more gobbling. But
we'll work on that.
But this was footage that I had hoped to get, that I've seen video of, but I'd never captured my, When they beat up B-Mobile, that was so much fun to get to video that.
So, you put it away. Basically, B-Mobile has, you can put real feathers from real turkeys into it, and you know how turkeys go when they're trying to show off to the females and kind of say, hey, I'm bigger to the males. So B-Mobile, it has this little string you attach to this pole, and you pull it, and the feathers will go down. So when they came, as soon as we got to see them, and they came about there, Dad pulled it down and pulled it up, and it was awesome. You guys saw it.
It was game on.
And so that was awesome. And we only seen them attack the beam mobile in movies, like Dad said. Not movies, but
Yeah,
shows.
videos, yeah.
And we also think that they would have attacked longer, but they got caught in the line of the B-Mobile string. And so then they felt weird because, like, soon
It
after
was on their legs and
you
so.
could tell they kind of started going. And that's why I was like, And I also, luckily, I was scared that they were just going to stay head-to-head forever because I wasn't going to shoot that. But luckily, and I got it. So
Yeah, got him right in the head. Super good shot. But the turkey, of course, still had reflexes and was running down the hill. Poor Andrew wasn't going to let this one get away, so he went flying down the hill after him. I got some of that video. Well, it was an awesome, awesome morning. Super cool hunt. Andrew's first turkey. And so coronavirus has the world upside down, but we're still out here enjoying a great turkey hunt. So thanks so much, and we'll get this posted and hope you enjoy it.